Yo, what up, what up? Top of the AM, man. Hey, real quick, I want to talk about Mr. August Alsina. Okay, we all saw a short clip. I'm sure most of us didn't watch the whole episode where he came out and said, he found a new love and it's a different kind of love and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, some other young man sits down next to him and they embrace each other, they hug. And then the rumors start flying around that, he came out as gay. I mean, maybe August Alsina is into the same sex. I'm not knocking him. Whatever his preference is, that's his preference, The news is pretty surprising to a lot of us because of the fact that, we all saw him and we viewed him as a heterosexual male. We knew he was in a whole lot of different relationships. He had an entanglement with Miss Jada Pinkett. And then in the aftermath of the entanglement, he kind of had to disappear again for a while. And, the heat was rising and the tensions was rising between Jada and Will. And of course, when they publicly spoke out about that, it's almost as if they just threw August Alsina under the bus. And we all know that August Alsina was going through a depression. He really, 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 truly felt like he loved Jada and he wants to spend the rest of his life with her. But I guess Jada was like, her reaction was like, Negro, you were supposed to understand the assignment. So, she enjoyed her little fling with August. But I guess she came to her senses and she was like, no, I can't entertain this situation. I am in a marriage with Mr. Will Smith, and I don't want to mess this situation up or my family, even though you would think it already did, because, you allow this man in your house. Will, first and foremost, you got to hold Will responsible because he allowed this gentleman in her house. Now, maybe he was friends with Jaden in the beginning, and then of course August became friends with Will and Jada, and then I guess August got closer to Jada than Will, and next thing you know, maybe Will and Jada was having some issues, and then August Alsina slid in and did what he had to do. But I find it kind of weird because I'll say this, I'm not fully convinced on the situation with August Alsina. So my question is this a humiliation ritual for August Alsina? Was he? I don't want to ask if was he forced to do this, but did he feel the need to do this in order to be accepted again into Hollywood, or for the machine to back him again, if he's going to want to sell another album, or come out with a new single, whatever the case may be? Because the reason why I'm not fully convinced that August Alsina is into the same sex, gay, is because I didn't see them kiss. And just like an actor or actress can play a role and act like there's someone they are not and get paid to do it, I mean, who's to say August Alsina was paid to put it out there like as if he's gay and has a new man now, a boyfriend, in the aftermath of him getting his heart broken by Jada Pinkett? And who's to say that he's not doing this as a marketing scheme, as some way to draw a lot of attention to himself, or to maybe even draw on the LGBTQ plus community to build a bigger fan base for his career moving forward? Who knows? Some people are very, very good at marketing, But maybe he is. Maybe he is into the same sex. Maybe he just had a come to Jesus moment and he felt like, okay, this is what I want to do. But we before we are convinced that this man is what he claims he is right now, we got to see more evidence. Because I mean, I just seen them hug. Heterosexual males embrace and hug. Slap it up. They just kind of gave themselves a bro hug, really. I didn't see anything that was like extra feminine and extra sexual or intimate. I mean, it was sus that he would come out and sit and do that. But like I said, it's a lot of people that can put on an act and would do something or say something that is not really a part of who they really are, a part of their character. And it might be just playing a character, playing a role. So I don't know. But I'm going to pay close attention to this August Alsina guy, this character, and just observe his moves moving forward. I expect a new single to drop from August Alsina, especially in the aftermath of this news that came out and him coming out. I mean, this, I'm sure the show was already aired maybe earlier in the year or last year. Who knows, how long ago it was. But they've been just showing people episodes of what is, or of each episode of what's going on that show. Of course, I think the little back and forth that August Alsina had with Dennis Rodman kind of went viral. That stood out. And, it was almost as if August Alsina made Dennis Rodman realize, like, bro, you're not over everybody, bro. You need to sit down and listen. Don't ask people questions if you don't want the answers. You're not the only one that's important here. Give me a voice. And then all of a sudden, I guess a couple of weeks later, they showed, I guess, the following episode. I don't know how many more episodes in the show it was before they showed this episode with August Alsina, because I have not been watching the actual show. But everybody knows the news now that August Alsina just came out the closet, so to speak, or we'll just say they say he came out. So, is this a ritual, or is this really real? But time will tell. But y'all, just don't fall for every okie doke. Don't fall for every piece of news that you hear, because it's a lot of weird things going on in the world. It's a lot of things going on in Hollywood, and it's a lot of things that celebrities that want to work in Hollywood have to do. There's a lot of things they have to do that they wouldn't do. Like they say, some people do something strange for a little piece of change. A lot of celebrities do strange things for money. And yes, they regret it, but at the same time, they're thinking about the money, the longevity of paying their bills, being able to still buy, the accessories they want and need, and be able to take care of their families. So I get that. I mean, I feel like your integrity should be number one over anything, but I don't know. I'm just not convinced that August Alsina is gay. I almost feel like, this could be a ritual, maybe one of his sacrifices to, show the powers that be, like, hey, I'm ready again. Put me out there. Help promote me. We shall see, guys. But I'm not convinced yet. This could be a game they playing with us. But what do you think? Is August Alsina really gay? Or is he participating in a particular ritual that will help elevate him and get and resurrect his career? Y'all be easy.